If you've ever caught a glimpse of something wrong in your peripheral vision, something that vanished when you turned to face it head on, you know the creeping dread that lived in our house. And tonight, I'll tell you what the mirror finally showed me. It started subtly, a flicker, in the corner of a reflection perhaps. My wife, Elena, was the first to notice. "Did you see that?" she'd ask, looking at the bathroom mirror or the glass of the sliding door. "Just a shadow," I tell her, dismissing it. We were both working long hours, stressed. Our old Victorian house, with its numerous windows and antique mirrors, played tricks with the light. Or so I thought. Then, the reflections began to linger. I'd walk past the full-length mirror in the hall, and for a split second, my reflection wouldn't move with me. It would hold its pose, just a fraction of a second longer, watching me pass. My heart would hammer. But when I stopped and looked directly, there I was, perfectly normal, albeit a little pale. Elena's experiences escalated. She started seeing things in her own reflection, not just herself, but a vague shape behind her, a distortion that melted away the instant she turned. One evening, as she brushed her hair, she screamed. I rushed in to find her clutching the counter, staring wide-eyed at her own image. "He was there," she whispered, pointing at the mirror, her hand trembling. "Right behind me. Not you, not us." We started covering the mirrors at night. It felt insane, superstitious.
Who's there?
But the idea of our own reflections holding something back, or holding something else, was becoming unbearable. Sleep offered no escape. We'd wake in the dark, certain we could see movement in the glass of the uncurtained windows, a deeper darkness within the black panes. One particularly stormy night, the power went out. The house plunged into absolute darkness, broken only by the sporadic flashes of lightning that illuminated the rooms in stark, terrifying glimpses. In one such flash, I saw it. The large antique mirror in our living room, which we had neglected to cover that day, glowed faintly in the darkness.
Who's there?
As the lightning cracked, I saw not our living room, but a distorted, watery version of it. And within that reflection, something moved. A figure, tall, gaunt, its skin stretched and translucent like wet paper. Its eyes were sunken hollows, and its mouth was a permanent, gaping O, as if eternally screaming silently. But the most terrifying detail wasn't its appearance, it was what it was doing. In the brief, blinding flashes of light, I saw it wearing our reflections. It moved with our gestures, mimicked our panicked movements, but its own horrifying form was subtly visible beneath the surface, like a ghost behind a thin veil. It was trying on our lives, trying to fit into our skins. Then, a final, deafening crack of thunder shook the house. The mirror didn't just reflect the lightning, it seemed to absorb it. A blinding white light erupted from its surface, followed by a sound like shattering glass, only deeper, wetter. When my eyes adjusted, the mirror was gone. Only a gaping hole remained where it had been, a hole that opened not to the wall behind, but to a swirling, inky blackness. From within that darkness, a low, guttural gurgle emerged, followed by a voice, a chorus of whispers that somehow sounded like my own voice, and then Elena's, intertwining with something far more ancient and monstrous. "We wear you now." I never saw Elena again. The police found the hole in the wall, leading nowhere. They called it a structural collapse. They called me insane. But I know what I saw. And sometimes, when I pass a reflective surface just out of the corner of my eye, I catch a flicker, my own reflection, a fraction too slow, and beneath it, a fleeting glimpse of those hollow eyes, still trying to fit, still searching for a new skin.